It is the best time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, guess what? It is football time in America. No, I'm not talking about soccer. Get that out of here. Yes, the Friday night lights and the Saturday night lights are hitting us once again, and I, for one, am super excited. I can't wait to see what my Tennessee VOLS get to do this year. So because football is such an exciting thing, I figured that in today's What I Like About, I would tell you what I like about football. So here we go, guys. The top 5 things that I love the most about football. Number 5 is the atmosphere. Picture this. You're at a stadium, you smell popcorn and hot dogs and really expensive sodas. You're sitting there and there are masses of people around you, thousands of people around you that are for the same team, cheering the loudest chants that you can think of, singing the fight songs. And every time your team does something amazing, you stand up and cheer along with thousands upon thousands of people. For me in particular, it includes Neyland Stadium. Over 100,000 people flock to Neyland Stadium every Saturday to watch the VOLS play. And that atmosphere is so amazing because you're sitting there and you're just surrounded by 101,000 of your closest friends. And it's just the most amazing thing. The atmosphere of a football game is just one that is hard to beat anywhere, especially in college and high school, because there's actually something to a college and high school game because they mean a little bit more. For me, when I was in high school, it was always really cool to see my friends going out on the field, and I got to support them and cheer them on and see how they progress with their football careers. A lot of cool things happen at a football game. Now, granted, sometimes it gets a little crazy, especially, when the fans are drunk, and there probably will be fights. But aside from all the negative stuff that happens, just being there, involved in everything, and watching your team play is one of the best things that anybody could ever experience. Now, number 4 for me is the jerseys and the uniforms. It's super important for me that a team has an identity, has a logo, has a specific jersey type that they wear. For Tennessee, it's the orange and white, and that's great. And now they have the smoky gray uniforms, and that is what I'm talking about. The alternate jerseys of different teams is what I like to look at, and I actually think that it's one of the best things about football. You get a special rivalry game, let's say like Tennessee and Alabama, or Tennessee and Georgia, Tennessee and Florida, Michigan, Ohio State, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, the big ones. In my opinion, you should throw out some alternate jerseys because they're special for those kinds of games. Teams like Oregon have like 50 different jerseys that they wear. And to me, it just symbolizes the team itself. And to me, I love jerseys. I love looking at the jerseys, and I have some jerseys, and I just think they're cool. Number 3 for me is something that I absolutely love. It's fun to watch, and sometimes it doesn't always end up well for specific people involved in what I'm about to say, but the hits in football are just amazing. There's nothing like seeing a quarterback or a running back or a wide receiver that you cannot stand just get decked by one of your guys. Or if you have a running back like we do in Jalen Hurd, you get to watch the defense get run over. To me, it's just awesome to see players with such physicality just run over people and just make them pancakes into a football field. It really looks like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner whenever the coyote has an anvil dropped on him and he just lays out all flat and everything. It's just, to me, that's what I think of every time I watch somebody just get blasted by all of these different, defensive tackles and linebackers and safeties and corners and even, like I said, running backs and some wide receivers. It's just awesome to me to see two people colliding like that. That's why I love hockey so much. And it doesn't always end up well. I mean, sometimes guys get hurt and that's not cool, but in general, people seem to get up and they get to, take some oxygen and they are back in the game, and that's just cool. It just proves a lot also on the people that get hit, because when they get hit, they get back up, and a lot of guys sometimes stay in the game for the next possession. And to me, that's just super cool that they can just hop right back up and they're ready to go. That shows a lot on their part. Number 2 for me is the traditions in football. Howard's Rock, Rocky Top, the Power Tee, having the Eagle fly into the stadium if you're an Auburn fan, the Gator Chomp. I mean, every kind of tradition that is in college football is amazing. And to me, it just adds to the atmosphere and it adds to the game itself because it shows that it matters to the players, to the fans, to the coaches, everybody. I mean, there are so many different traditions. I can't even begin to name all of them for you, but it's just really cool to see how, even today, when those traditions started years ago, that they are still being done and they still have a high respect from the fans and from the players and coaches. I mean, tradition is what makes the world go round. Having things that have worked in the past and have had a lot of meaning in the past continue into the future. And that, to me, is a great thing in the world as well as in football. And number 1 for me, is that thunder? Oh wow, guys, it's actually thundering outside. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna try and make it quick. Number one for me is the rivalries. Michigan, Ohio State, Auburn, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama. There are so many rivalries in college football, and it is awesome. Everything that I just listed, the traditions, the hits, the jerseys, the atmosphere, everything gets turned up to 1,000 for a rivalry game. It's just the most amazing thing to watch, to see two teams who legitimately hate each other just collide. It is the most fun thing. That's what makes any sport fun. Like, to me, it's just so cool to see not only the players going after each other for a lot of personal reasons aside from athletic reasons, but also the fans. Like, the fans actually hate each other. For example, if you're from Michigan, Ohio is like a swear word for you, and all the people in Ohio are a bunch of numbnuts. Same thing back with Ohio State. If you're an Ohio State fan, Michigan's a swear word, and everybody in Michigan's a bunch of numbnuts. But here in Tennessee, we know that our opponents are actually stupid. Like Alabama, Alabama's Alabama, so we obviously know that, not everybody in Alabama is the most educated person in the world. And it shows when you watch the game on TV and you see a bunch of toothless Alabama fans yelling, "Roll Tide!" And of course, Tennessee and Florida people are just a bunch of old people anyway. Just a bunch of old retired people living on the beach, and they have nothing else better to do, so they think, "Martha, we gotta go to that Gators game against those volunteers, yeah. That's what all the cool kids are doing, right?" Bunch of drunk party kids and everything like that down there in Florida, so we don't worry about them, okay? They're unsophisticated. And Georgia's about the most sophisticated person that we have to face every year. Georgia's a great team. I actually like Georgia when they don't play Tennessee, I'm gonna be honest with you. But still, it's still the dirty South. Their accent's really hard to understand. You think Tennessee accent's bad, you go down there to Georgia, oh boy. God dogs! But any rivalry in any sport is just amazing. But football in particular is just so much fun to watch. And I love rivalries, and they get my absolute fire burning, and I just love it. That's what solidifies football for me. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if I offended you because you're an Alabama, Georgia, or Florida fan, I'm not sorry. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Especially you, Florida. Listen. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. We're going to kick your freaking ass. Sorry, I got to calm down. Calm yourself. But if you guys like the video, then like the video. Also, leave a comment in the comment section down below of what team you cheer for and what you love about football. Go follow me on my social medias. The links will be up here and in the description box below. And share this video with any fan that you know of football. And subscribe to me if you're new, and I will see you guys later.